Today I'd like to spend just a minute explaining how and why to tin a wire. Tinning a wire is nothing more than infusing the strands of your wire with a little bit of solder so that when you go to make the electrical connection later, the two wires will join each other much better as the solder flows between the two of them. I'm simply going to start by stripping back about a ½ inch of the coating on my wire, and I'm going to give it a small twist so that all the strands stay together. Using my little helping hands here, that'll hold it for me. Now the key to doing this is to making sure that you're heating the wire and not the solder. So I'll begin by cleaning off the tip of my iron, putting a little bit of solder on the iron itself, and you'll notice that the iron goes behind the wire and the solder now is being heated by the wire, not the iron. And as I move the iron, so moves the solder, and there is a properly tuned wire. Here you can see that I have two wires that have been tinned. I've gone ahead and put a small hook in each one so that I can establish a mechanical connection as well as my solder connection. Again, I'll go ahead and put a small bit of solder on the iron, put it on the back of the joint. This is not only heating up the joint, but it's also heating up the solder that was in each of the previously tinned wires. And when that cools, now I'll have an awesome electrical connection as well as a very strong physical connection. Now that the wire has been tinned, the mechanical connection's made, and the final soldering made, the last step is to slide a piece of heat shrink over our connection, shrink it down, and now not only do we have the solder connection and the mechanical connection, but finally we've protected the joint with heat shrink, and that actually helps strengthen the connection as well.